The Range Rover Velar is still the best-looking SUV in its class. 6 years on, it still hides nearly 400 horsepower under the cleanest shape in the class. For 2026, the reductive shape, the flush handles, the light bar, nothing here shouts, and that is the whole point. But here is the real question. Is a Range Rover this pretty worth it, or are you paying for the badge? Because this one is the plug-in hybrid, the P400e, and that quietly changes how you would live with it. Subscribe now, because by the end you will know exactly who this Velar is for and who should walk away. Plugged in like this, it does around 40 miles on electricity, closer to 33 in reality. So most days you could run it near silent, waking the petrol only for longer trips. From the side, it earns every look. The falling roof, the tight overhangs, the tapering glass. Up front, the latest update sharpened it with slimmer LED headlights and a cleaner grille. It looks expensive from across a car park, and that restraint is why it has aged so slowly. Details like the milled lettering are where the money quietly shows itself. Even the mirror caps get the same careful treatment. Then you open the door, and the cabin is where the badge starts to justify itself, calm, minimal, beautifully lit. The dashboard is stripped almost bare because Land Rover moved nearly every control onto one screen. Soft leather on the doors, cool metal where your hands fall, no cheap plastic anywhere. The seats are grained leather, heated and cooled, shaped for long, quiet motorway miles. Between them, a clean console and a rotary shifter with none of the usual button clutter. Ahead of the driver, a crisp digital cluster, but there is one thing about this car most Americans never discover, which I will come back to. This is the 11.4-inch curved screen, floating free of the dash, running Land Rover's Pivi Pro. It runs the map, the drive modes, and the charging with wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. It looks spectacular, and once you learn where things live, it stays out of your way. Underneath the style, the substance is real, sharing its software with the flagship Range Rover. The switchgear that survives feels expensive and damped, the selector milled from cool, solid metal. Little of it is showy, all of it feels considered. From the passenger seat, the whole dash sweeps away, airy rather than walled in. The open-pore veneer is the final flourish. In the back, the design-first thinking finally asks something of you. 2 adults fit comfortably. 3 at a push, though the roof steals headroom and sits your knees high. You still get rear vents, USB, and heated outer seats on this trim. It is comfortable, just never cavernous. For a couple with young kids it is plenty, for 3 teenagers, less so. Walk around to the back. That full-width light bar gives the tail the same quiet confidence as the nose. Every joint is tight, every surface deliberate. Open the tailgate, and the cost of all that style shows itself. You get around 30 cubic feet, useful and well-shaped, but smaller than boxier rivals. And the plug-in stores its charging cables here, eating into it a little further. There is underfloor storage to hide them at least. Fold the seats, and it opens into something van-like for the big weekly shop. Now that catch I promised, this exact plug-in P400e is a car America never actually gets. Over there, the Velar is a 4-cylinder or a mild hybrid 6, never this plug-in. And be honest about reliability, because Land Rover still trails the field there. So lean on the warranty and go in clear-eyed. In America, the Velar starts near $61,600 and climbs fast. The one to buy is the 4-cylinder Dynamic SE. Skip it if you need the biggest boot or total dependability. Cross-shop a Genesis GV70, thousands cheaper with a longer warranty, or a Porsche Macan for a sharper drive. On the Auto TV score, the Velar earns a 9.2. The Evoque review is next.